This is way worse than we actually thought. The Baltimore Orioles are in super trouble. What is Mike Elias going to do to bring this Orioles team afloat back in the American League? Welcome to Orioles Digest. I'm your host, Kam Brice. And like I said in every video, if you are part of this percentage, let's change that today. Come join Orioles Digest. We're giving you daily updates about the Baltimore's every single day that you don't want to miss. And this season has not been good for the Baltimore Orioles. They have one of the worst pitching staffs in the American League. They also have one of the worst offenses in the MLB. And manager Brandon Hyde talked to reporters yesterday about what's going on with this Baltimore Orioles team right now. Brandon Hyde had some good insight on the Orioles' slow start. We have a lot of work to do offensively. We didn't play defensively last night. We don't play defensively when we're down a bunch of runs, and that's inexperience and lack of veteran stuff on the field. We need to be better at that. And those are all learning experience these guys are going to go through. Now, what Brandon Hyde is saying is that this team is just going through young experiences as a team where they're not seeing success. They're hitting the ball hard, lucky outs. It's not coming easy. Everything's hard for this team. It's just like they're going through the motions. We also have to point out that Cedric Mullins, a couple of days ago, set the Baltimore Orioles down, everyone. This was leaked on MLB.com. It was on MLB Network last night that the Baltimore Orioles had an important meeting, a players only meeting that Cedric Mullins wanted to say. Like, Cedric Mullins is the leader of this team, so he brought everyone together and he brought a meeting that said, we need to be better. We're not doing the things that we need to do. We're a talented team. We have to start playing baseball, and we can't get far behind in the American League. As we see in the AL East, we're the last team in the AL East, and the Baltimore Orioles keep this up, they could possibly not make the playoffs. So we have a lot to talk about in today's episode of Orioles Digest. But without further ado, let's get into our first topic of the day. Is this the worst start the Baltimore has ever had in the Mike Elias era? Yes, this is the worst start the Orioles have had since Mike Elias became the general manager of the Baltimore Orioles from the Houston Astros back in 2017, 2018. 6.04. I want you guys to pay attention to that number very close because the Orioles posted the third highest ERA in the major leagues. Miami Marlins and Colorado Rockies, who are two rebuilding franchises, have no direction that their team is going to go to. Charlie Morton, 9.54 ERA, $15 million. Mike Elias went out, got Charlie Morton $15 million to give you a 9.54 ERA. This is not something that we expected. I didn't expect Charlie Morton to be as bad. I expected him probably sitting around 3.4 ERA. I thought he's a veteran guy. He could at least get some innings. He has some good quality starts. He had some good quality starts last year. And the year before, he was very good. So I know Charlie Morton's reaching grandpa's stage. He's up there in age, but I didn't expect him to start this bad. Dean Kramer has been surprising to me. High 7 ERA. Dean was supposed to be one of those guys that takes that next big jump this year. That was supposed to be the reason for the Baltimore Orioles, and now Dean's not going to take that next big jump. So it's like, where's the hope in this rotation? I know I talked about a lot about this rotation that I feel confident throughout the offseason. I feel like this could be one of the most underrated rotations in baseball. But I was completely wrong. This is not a good rotation. These guys do not fit together. Sagano's our best pitcher right now. And he's not even pitching with elite stuff, elite strikeout ability. He's going innings, getting weak ground balls, low pitches. He's doing everything you need in an ace level pitcher. Sagano is your ace right now. Kyle Bradish, still recovering from Tommy John. Grace Rodriguez is still recovering from his lat injury. And then Brandon Young came in, had a high 5 ERA. Um, it just sucks because he came from AAA. He didn't see success. Hopefully, he gets another start here and there. But I don't think he could be a valuable option for the Baltimore's rotation in the future. So 604, it's not good. It's starting to seem like, where can we go with this rotation? They have to make a trade. And if you don't make a trade, who are you going to trade away? You want to trade away Kobe Mayo? Because it seems like there's no spot for Kobe Mayo right now. You want to trade Ryan Mountcastle? It's coming to the point. I expected Ryan Mountcastle to have a bounce back year this year. has not looked good at all this year. Hasn't encouraged that. It's been inconsistent. Just went on a 0 for 19 streak the other day. Ryan O'Hearn has been Baltimore's best hitter. Gunnar Henderson has not been the Orioles' best player. Adley Rutschman has not been good. He's starting off what he did the end of last year, and I feel like it's just carry on. I don't know what's going on with these guys. We don't know what's going on inside the clubhouse. All we know that this team has to play baseball. You can't come out and lose to a team by 20 runs and then the next game win by 8. This team is so inconsistent. So formula has to be found with this team, and hopefully Mike Elias can figure this out. Because in April, the Orioles posted their worst OPS in the past 35 years. 35 years. We have the third OPS with runners in scoring position. Not even last year, not the year before, not the year the Baltimore Orioles tied the MLB record for the most losses in MLB history. This year. So this information that's detrimental to the Baltimore Orioles season. What's going to go on? Who's going to be in a position to win? Is this team even going to go to the World Series? I'm going to take a little deep dive into Mike Elias and my thoughts on what direction the Baltimore should move in now because the season is losing hope week by week, game by game, series by series. The Baltimore's have to act now. Should the Orioles move on from Mike Elias? Should the Baltimore's move on from Mike Elias? I don't think so. I think he's built a great team. I don't think Elias is the guy to go out there and make big trades, big free agents, big signings, bring big guys in to help this team become better every single year. He's a guy to develop young talent, put them in right situations, bring a team from the ground up to nothing. But his problem is once Elias gets all this talent, how do you put the talent in different places? And which I mean is, how do you maximize Jackson Holliday? How do you maximize Adley Rutschman and Gunnar Henderson? Because those three are the focal point of your franchise right now. How do you maximize those players? You haven't signed them to any extensions. They haven't proven to you their worth on the field to sign to an extension besides Gunnar Henderson, who won the American League Rookie of the Year and was top 3 MVP voting last year. So it's at a point where I think Mike Elias is stuck, where he wants to build a team or he wants to build a dynasty. In order to build a dynasty, you got to win playoff games, and the Baltimore's haven't done that. And they have to become a pitching staff. They have to get a good pitching staff. And that's the thing fans been saying year after year. The Baltimore's cannot keep going and put pitching staff that's okay. Last year, you had a good pitching staff. You came into the year, injuries. Corbin Burns was very good, was your best pitcher that you've had in almost 10, 15 years. And you didn't re-sign him. And it wasn't Mike Elias' fault. But at the end of the day, Elias has to be better. This is his team. He has to make moves. So now is the time to go out, land Luis Castillo, get Dylan Cease, get other different types of guys, get Sandy Alcantara, get so many different types of guys. You have to bring pitchers on this team because this team is not going to last. The injuries are going to keep building up, and you keep using guys in bad situations is going to put them in difficult situations to succeed, and the Baltimore's are not going to win. So that's just my little thoughts on this whole situation with Mike Elias. I don't think he should be fired. Let me guys know, should the Baltimore move on from Mike Elias' off season and find a new direction because he helped this team. He built the formula. Now they just need someone to even it out. So that's my thoughts on Mike Elias and the Baltimore Orioles. Hopefully it can turn around soon, but things are not looking good at all right now. Thank you for joining the Orioles Digest. Once again, I'm your host, Kam Brice. Make sure you hit a like, comment, subscribe. We're giving you daily updates about the Baltimores every single day that you don't want to miss. From Orioles Digest, I'm your host, Kam Brice.